Welcome back to Tied Up with the Morgans. Today it's me, Thea, and Ty. And right now you see our girls are lined up down here because they see us. Every time we come outside or when we get home, they all run to the fence, waiting, expecting something. And today we got something. We got some old grapes and some apples for them. So they have food as well, but boy, they love this. So now we're gonna feed them. Good throw. And just take that, you can take it all the way in. So the chickens are going to enjoy their food. And we're going to go on a walk. We're going to see if we can walk that loop that I walked like a week or two ago. I don't remember when that was, probably 2 weeks ago. So we're going to go walk that loop, see how far we get with the kids. These flowers look really nice in bloom though. Yeah, got the kid. Oh, sorry, Ty. Here. There you go. As soon as I put Thea in, she was saying bye. Kids are saying bye, and I love you. So, Kate is in the DC area, Virginia area, I guess. She left this morning, and she'll be back tomorrow. So it's me and the kids, and we're gonna go for a walk over here in Maple Grove under the power line here where my dad just mowed the other day. I say it all the time, but that stilt grass, it's such a shame that it's invasive and not good to have around because it does look beautiful, you know. It's a nice floor in the forest, but you can't have an ecosystem where it just has one dominant grass like that. It's not good. A monoculture, I think is what they call it. Yeah, I mean, it looks great now that it's mowed. Okay, we made a quick little detour. We're at my parents' house. Reason is, when we got out by the mini cabin, I realized I forgot the little backpack that has their water and some snacks in there. And it's, I mean, it's only 2.5 miles, but there's some steep hills. That's why I'm sweating. Some of the hills are really big. Pulling the wagon's not the easiest. So because of that, I was planning to run the side-by-side down to our house and then grabbing their bag and then continuing the walk. But my parents just got home and they have the tops out of the Bronco, so we're going to check that out. So I was checking the equipment out, but here's the Bronco without the top. Looks sweet. I need to take the top off on the Gladiator, but yeah, I really like it. This thing's awesome. Hey! So the plans have really changed. We're not going to do the loop. The kids haven't been feeling themselves a whole lot. I think we were with some people the other day and the kids must have got sick somehow. So they had a fever off and on, but they're doing a lot better today. But they're still not themselves. It was hot, so we were at my parents' a little longer than planned. But now we're actually eating dinner with them. Come on, Ty. So my dad's getting some food, but while he's doing that, me and Ty are gonna go get our Jeep and come back, and then that way we can just head out and not have to walk back in the dark or anything. Or we could always get a ride in the side by side, but yeah, we have time to kill, so me and Ty are gonna go get the Jeep. Let's go. Ty's carrying his squirt gun with him. Say hi. Yeah, he's saying, where's Thea? Hi. Yeah, Thea's with my mom right now, so he's kind of worried that we're leaving her. Let's go. It's okay, come on. He doesn't want to leave his sister. The plan changed again. Right after I put the camera away, Ty kept saying, where's Thea? And he wanted Thea, so he went back. We weren't far at all. I could see him the whole time, and he went back to my parents' house to get Thea. But then he thought Thea was going to come with him, but you know, that's not going to work like that. So my mom's watching them while I get the Jeep and head back. But beautiful night, cooled off some. Just kicked up some deer in here right before I turned the camera on. It's so fun to watch them run and stuff, and just how graceful they are, and they're leaping over big patches of multiflora rose and stuff like that. So, but yeah, kicking up a bunch of birds. One little quick plant ID that I love, this here is white snake root. It's a native plant, which is good because we have so many non-natives. But yeah, it's a lot of that. And then like about August is when they bloom. They get a real nice white flower, and it's just all over the woods. But I've lately been talking a lot about non-natives and native plants, and I've really done a lot of research recently, and it's kind of all I'm reading about, listening to these days is about native plants, non-natives, and invasives. I've come across a lot of good information, and something that a lot of people are against are herbicides. But really, when you have the amount of invasives we have, it's really one of the only two best options. I know people don't agree with it, but really what it comes down to, if you don't, you're not going to be able to pull all of it by hand. Cutting it isn't going to do anything. Cutting it will just slow it down. It's going to grow right back. So herbicides are one of the two best things you can do to actually make a difference with invasive plants. You need to do it. So I'm really looking into that. But the other thing, there's, I would say, two things that are very good at eliminating invasive plants. The other would be a prescribed burn. And if you guys know anything about prescribed burns, if you have any experience, please comment below. Don't worry, I'm not going to burn my forest down or anything like that. So I don't want you to hear that and be like, oh, it's dangerous. I know it's dangerous. But it's one of the best things you can do for your property, for managing the habitat, the ecosystem, all of it. It helps burn. You do it like in the fall, right? You'll do it in the fall, and it'll help get rid of all those invasives. And then the native, that'll promote native plants to grow back, because those native seeds are in the seed bank. So you're going to get more native plants. It's easier to plant things. Yeah, that's one of the best things. You might have to do it, you know, like once a year for about 3 years, it sounds like, you know, but it just eliminates all of that. And also, it's so good for the wildlife. The deer, everything, turkey, all of it promotes so much new growth that's native. That's what they want to eat. People always tell me things like the stiltgrass or whatever, they'll eat that. No, they won't eat any of this stuff, any of this junk. They don't want it. Sure, there are some invasives that they eat, but that's not what they prefer. And deer aren't the best example. The reason is deer are survivors. You know, they can eat a lot, but there's so much more than just deer. One thing is, you know, pheasants, quail, stuff like that. People always talk about grouse. We obviously don't have that here anymore. Whenever I was a kid, there was one that was around, but that was it. But stuff like that, it's because we're getting rid of all these, with all the development and stuff like that, you're getting rid of such good land. you're getting rid of all of that native plants that created the right habitat for those types of animals. So yeah, prescribed burns, done a lot of research, and I want to get into that and really help the property. I'll show you the garden. It's not pretty because of the weeds. It's just growing so fast right now. I'm sure you all know that, but I'll just show you how everything looks because it's going really well. Tomato plant that was damaged whenever we were planting it, but it bounced back. You know, I thought it wasn't going to, but it yeah, it did. So yeah, these are all tomatoes in here. These ones were planted later. These ones are starting to grow pretty well. I'm going to come up with a instead of using tomato cages, we have a couple there, but I'm not going to use those because they're like $5 a cage, and we have 8 plants. So and there's other things that we'd like to use it for, like the Thai chilies and things like that. So I'm going to do like a T-post with like some rope, and do like a T-post trellis for the tomatoes. And then we got different basil over here. This is a Siam Queen. It's from Thailand. This is a Thai basil. I'm not sure. This might be sweet basil, and that might be the Thai basil. But anyways, it's growing really well. Green beans, some newly planted lettuce, some older lettuce. It's growing really well. Not lettuce, it's like a spring mix, something like that, like a greens mix. I forget what it's called. I don't remember what these are. They were planted not long ago. And here's Thai chilies. More Thai chilies planted later. Thai chilies. One of these, you know what, I don't think that's all Thai chili. I think I'm wrong. I believe there's some habanero. I don't remember which is which though. Cucumber's going really well. There's a papaya tree here. So that was the cucumber I was just showing you. Cucumbers here. Don't remember what that is. Papaya tree. Some cilantro. I believe these are the melons. Kate just recently planted this stuff here. I wish Kate were here right now because I'm getting these mixed up. I think these are the melons here. We got some melons we're planting. I don't remember what these are. And then some raspberry bushes. So yeah, that's a quick little rundown on the garden. It's doing really well. And we have other seeds that we've started that we'll be putting in the ground just so to offset the harvest times. We didn't do any zucchini, squash, stuff like that. I think everyone, that's like real common things people do. Or I guess there's a lot of common things people do that we didn't do. And the biggest reason is we don't use that stuff. Kate doesn't really use it. So we just planted things that we're going to use. We've already been using the cilantro a whole bunch. And the basil we've been using a lot. So yeah, stuff like that. We're only planting things that we'll actually be using. So yeah, that's a little rundown though. So I'm going to, I need 2 hands to get this plugged in here, but we'll get the fence back on and we'll get on our way. This camera doesn't zoom, but you can see the chickens are all lined up. Every time. And I don't want to go over there to show you because I don't want to get their hopes up and make them think I have some good stuff. So we're going to hop in the Gladiator. And I am meaning to do a video on this soon. But I love it. We got 588 miles so far. Could not be happier with this. Yeah, I absolutely love this truck so much. It is exceeded every expectation already. I mean, I know I haven't had it long enough to give an honest review, you know. I think that matters. So, gotta go. Actually, we'll just... Hey.
Hey,
So, when I was deciding on a truck, I was really stuck between this and a Tacoma. I've always liked Tacomas, always wanted one, but the car seats do not fit in a Tacoma very well at all. And the Gladiator, they fit really well. You know, the Tacoma, you kind of got to move the seats forward a good bit, whereas on the Gladiator, I didn't have to move my seats at all. Alright, well, we're back here at my parents', so I'm going to put the camera away. See what everyone's up to there. Oh, there's Ty and Thea hanging out with my mom and Eva. Ty's tractor and the excavator. Alright, everyone's in the car, in the truck, the Jeep. I'm still calling this a whole bunch of different names. The Jeep, the Gladiator, the truck, the car. But we are going to head home now. We got our dinner, which was nice. Kate actually had a whole bunch of food ready, so we had breakfast and lunch already, and we had dinner ready, but we'll use that for tomorrow now, so that's good. But yeah, it sounds like Kate's having a great time. We're having a good time. You know, it's fun. So yeah, we're just gonna go home, eat dinner, and get ready for bed, right guys? Thea's saying bye.